So guys, here we go, all right? These are all the different ways that you can go ahead and create a high converting opt-in offer, okay? The first thing I want to share with you on this is that you've got to focus in on solving a problem, okay? You've got to solve a problem. So think about the audience that you're serving. Think about the prospects that you're creating content for, the people that you want to ultimately buy your products and your services, and ask yourself the question first and foremost, what problems are they experiencing? Make a list of all those problems. Then go one step further, reach out to a whole bunch of them and see whether any of the things that they tell you that they're experiencing and having problems with kind of correlate with what you've got on your own list. Once you get that little collection of information and you can kind of genuinely break down what they're having problems with, it's down to you to provide a solution to that problem for them in the form of an opt-in magnet of some variety. So this can be either an ebook, it can be a downloadable audio course, it can be a downloadable video course, it can maybe be an exclusive infographic, it can be a combination of all those things if you really want to over-deliver. But ultimately it comes down to solving a problem. You've got to solve a problem with your opt-in. If you can do that, you're already ahead of the game. Trust me. Okay? The second thing I want to share is you've got to do it with class. Now, when I say that, I mean, if you're going to give away a free ebook, don't just write out, 5,000 words in a Word document, turn it into a PDF and call that an ebook. It's not. Get it properly designed. Do it with class. Get a nice front cover put together. Get a nice designer to work on the inside of your ebook and turn that text into something that can genuinely be printed out and consumed on paper format as well as just on an iPad or a computer screen as well. All right, so that's the second thing. Whatever your opt-in offer may be, if it's just video, get an editor to edit your videos together properly. Get some transitions, get some nice text and all that sort of stuff. All right, so go ahead and make sure you do that as well. Do it with class. Make it look good. Okay, make it look good. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. And we want to put that first impression on as much steroids as we possibly can to make sure that you make a great first impression. All right, so that's that. The other thing I want to follow is that to go in depth as you possibly can when solving this problem, okay? So it's one thing to just solve the problem. It's another thing to do it in a pretty way, but it's a whole different thing to go ahead and really go in depth. What we want to do is we want to get to the point where whatever it is that you create, whether it be a downloadable document as a PDF or whether it be a video or an audio course, we want to get to the point of doing it so well, going so in depth, producing it in such a beautiful way that you could possibly put a price tag on it. Okay, price tag of $100, $500, $1,000, whatever it is, but just get it to the point where you genuinely could put a price tag on it, and then you give it away for free. That's what an opt-in is. It's producing something that is really powerful, extremely helpful, that can solve a problem and do it at a high value with class, but then ultimately doing it in a way where you could put a price tag on it and just giving it away for free. Okay? You give it away for free. Remember, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Next, I want to say, just because you've created it and it's on your website and you've got your capture form there to be able to go ahead and create those leads for you and give that opt-in away, ultimately, you're going to have to tell the world about this thing, all right? And that's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to tell the world about it, all right? If you already have somewhat of a collection of email addresses in a CRM, like a customer list, or maybe a whole bunch of business cards that you've created that you've got maybe, at a conference that you've visited or something like that, go ahead and actually email those people and tell them about your free opt-in. Give them the link to go ahead and check it out in case they're interested. Talk about it on Twitter. Talk about it on Facebook. Talk about it on Periscope. You could do a Periscope about your opt-in, breaking down all the different benefits as to why people should be converting themselves into your email funnel by downloading that opt-in because they just need this information. You have the solution to their problem, right? So that's the other thing. Tell the world. If you guys are enjoying this, by the way, real quick, a little bit of a break here. If you guys are enjoying this content, I'd love for you to head over to chrisducker.com/launchpad. That's chrisducker.com/launchpad. Launchpad. Okay, this will give you my Upreneur Launchpad course. It is an opt-in in itself. Hop over to that URL. See exactly how I'm delivering that opt-in, exactly how high the quality of that opt-in is. Please take some screenshots real quick, guys, so you don't forget this URL. It'll help you. Trust me, chrisducker.com/launchpad. Okay, I'd love for you to go check it out, get in there and see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to opt-ins. So a couple of more things before I take some questions. After you've told the world all about it, you've got to continue to tell the world all about it. Go into what I call maintenance marketing mode, or the triple M. We talk about this all the time inside my company, the triple M. Okay, I'm all about making sure that people know what I have on offer all the time. Not just when I launch it, but when I'm on, or rather in an ongoing basis all the time, okay? So I might mention it once a day on Twitter, and that Twitter newsfeed goes very quickly. I might mention it on Facebook once or twice a week. I might put something up on Instagram once or twice a week. I might mention it at the beginning of every show that I do with my podcast. I might mention it right now here on Periscope. You see what I'm doing right there? Very subtly, just holding up that card, hoping that you guys either take a snapshot or write down the URL. Once you've told the world about your opt-in, continue to tell the world about your opt-in on a regular basis. Triple M, maintenance marketing mode. And not just with your opt-in, but with your services, your products, your speaking agreements, whatever you're going to be doing on a regular basis that you want to convert to, you get people to go ahead and they find out about what you're on all the time. It's very, very important to go into that maintenance marketing mode and not just do it upon the launch. And lastly, I will say, when it comes to, and we'll do a quick recap for anybody that's joined in the last few minutes. Lastly, I will say, and this is one of the most beautiful things about creating digital opt-in type of giveaways, is you've got to keep it updated, okay? Keep whatever it is that you produce, whether it be an ebook or an audio course or a video course, keep those raw video edited files, those raw audio edited files, that Word document, that Pages document that you've designed your ebook in, whatever the case may be, keep it and update that bad boy on a very regular basis, not just with your other products and services that you offer, but obviously, times change, industries change. A year ago, hardly anybody was talking about Snapchat. Now everyone's talking about Snapchat. Now, I might have had an ebook that I gave away a year ago on social media marketing where I probably didn't mention Snapchat all that much. But now I'm going to be talking about it all the time, right? So keep your opt-in updated all the time. Let's do a quick recap, okay? Quick recap. Here we go. Number one, solve a problem. Just solve some of these problems. That's all you've got to do to create a strong converting, high converting, super high value original piece of content to give away to build your email list. Number one, solve a problem. Number two, do it with class. Hire a designer, make sure it looks good. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Number three, go in depth. There's no room for fluff here. We want high quality, original, high value content. Go in depth. Number four, do it in such a way that you could quite easily put a price tag on it and then just go ahead and make sure you give it away for free. Okay? Don't drink your own Kool-Aid. Just because at the end of this you think you could put a price tag on it, it doesn't mean you actually should. You give it away for free. All right? Number five is to tell the world all about it in a big way. Create it like this is an event. The launch of your new opt-in is an event. Create a genuine event around it. Hey, hold a webinar about it if you want. Do whatever you got to do. Talk about it on live video. Talk about it everywhere. Tell the world about it. Okay? Number six, carry on telling the world about it on a very regular basis. Go into that triple M, that maintenance marketing mode. Very, very important. And number seven, make sure you keep it updated. You've got to make sure that you're updating your freebie online content all the time, right? Because just because somebody opted in a year ago, it doesn't mean that you can't re-deliver that item to them a year later with it being fully up to date. all right? Or maybe you just want to re-qualify them. Send them an email and say, hey, it's been updated. Click here to get the new option. At least now you know that that subscriber is still on your list, it's still active, it's still open your email, still clicking, still interested, and all the rest of it. And that, my friends, is how you can build and create and market a high converting opt-in offer. Did you like that? And for you guys tuning in on the blog, thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. I'll see you next time on Duckerscope.